That's where you should be. See, you're here at the moment. Don't wash this off.
I've had a lot of lessons in my career, obviously, and I've never felt more shocked in my life.
Go. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are you exhausted from all
No.
these lessons?
These guys they want to be as good as you, so that's the thing.
Oh, sure.
So they got a lot of work to do, but hey.
I appreciate it.
Hit a couple for me.
Okay.
So what do you think about in your swing?
Recently, I've had a little bit of a different thought. Over about a month span, I got really steep, and I started to kind of bow my wrist on my backswing.
Were you talking about steep coming down or what? Or?
Coming down.
Okay,
here.
right. Yeah.
Massive divots, just not really consistent. Like, I could still play well, but it just wasn't what I wanted. And so what I'm trying to think of right now is feeling a little bit more rounded off and feel like I'm almost hitting the inside of the ball.
So shallower, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that because it looks like you've actually got a bit of a fade move going.
Right, you know? Exactly. It's not that I want to get rid of a fade move, but I just want to make sure that I'm shallow so I can be consistent.
Right. Well, I always say you can fade it from a draw swing. See what I'm saying? So it's just through your alignment. Otherwise, if you get steep on it, you really only got one shot.
Right.
Aim it at that screen on the right. See the big screen? Okay, is that club in the right spot for you on the ground? There you go. All right, one more. Okay, so you're actually set up to the ball nicely. Good posture looks really good. You look well balanced, which is great. You make a pretty good start, I have to say. Your initial takeaway is actually good. The problem is that this is where you get a little lifty.
I start going up.
Right. You see at this point here where your left arm is parallel to the ground?
Yes.
Your hand should be in the center of your chest there.
Gotcha.
Okay, you see yours are sort of, off your left nipple.
Right.
Okay. You see how my left arm gets a little deeper across me?
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
But the thing you've got to be careful of when you do that is that you don't whip the club around. Even though this arm feels like it's working in, the club still needs to stay in front of you. So when you check it now, see that's where you should be. See, you're here at the moment.
Gotcha.
That's why you get lifty.
Right.
Okay, so you can see here, watch from there. Watch how your left arm just goes straight up.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get to the top and somebody says, oh, well, you look pretty good there, Gareth, But the problem is how you got there, because you see, it's like, this is a lift, not a wind to the top.
Right.
Okay, so now as you start down, you do a pretty good job of rerouting the club. So you get into, you do get into some good positions, but you can see there, you sense that you're steep. So what happens is now, it's not a good thought for you trying to hit the inside of the ball, because actually you drop the club under the plane, look.
Right. And then you get more inconsistent.
Right, look where it is. See, that club should be above the plane there, or almost on the plane.
Right.
You see, yours is beneath it, right?
Gotcha.
So you're having to do you feel like you hit a few balls off the toe?
Yes. Yeah.
Yours is an interesting move, because what happens is it drops, you're trying to hit inside of the ball. What happens now, you actually almost have to drag the club across you in order to hit it out of the middle of the face.
Right.
And what happens a lot of times when you do that, you can actually overdo it and hit off the toe.
Right.
You see?
That makes sense. Wow.
So take your address there. I'll show you something really easy. It's not that difficult. I mean, I've always said, look, if you can get to about halfway back, you're in pretty good shape. So I have no problem with the way you take it back. Now from there, feel like your left arm's rotating. Just see how this rotate. It'll actually roll a little. But keep the club in front of you when you do it. That's the trick.
Oh.
You do not want to do this. Okay, if you get it back there, you're Deadsville.
Right. That's not a good place to be.
No, not at all. So grab your wrist like this. With the club. Okay, so we're going to do, there we go. This is a really good drill for you. So you move it away. There you go. Perfect. Now, go ahead, swing back. All right, so don't wash this off. Okay. This is a tattoo shot there. Okay. The reason I'm doing that is because I want you to actually start to see how you see the dot now.
Yeah.
Where your tendency is you're here, you can't see it at all.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a very visual thing. So you get to here. Right, now, you rotate your forearm, but try to keep the club in front of you. So now you get, otherwise...
More depth or width, depth, right?
You're deeper.
Right.
You're deeper, the club's shallower. Okay, and as you start down, now from here, you can actually afford to actually get the club in front of you. Where you are there, you see where you are there?
Yeah.
You need to duplicate that move coming back into the ball.
Right.
Okay, you see where the club is? You go back here, come down, okay? So when you're coming into it, it should look the same.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
It does.
Right now, yours is like this.
Oh, right.
Okay, and it's only because you're compensating, then you sort of have to drag it across. It's a little too complicated. Your swing looks good, you've got nice rhythm, And the problem is when you have somebody with nice rhythm, you overlook the fact that there's a couple of technical issues.
Right, because it looks good. It's like, it looks pretty, whatever,
yeah. Hey, your swing looks good, you know.
Right.
And because you're a good player, I mean, yeah, you hit a lot of good shots. But the consistency factor is something that you can, okay, if you can get it to here, this is the whole key. This is what I would suggest you do. Good start, right, there. Okay, now you're gonna allow this to rotate gradually. Okay, so when you get, you're gonna be halfway back and you're gonna look at it. Okay, look back at the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, but you see, look where your arm is. Your arm's like at 45 degrees.
Right.
Yours is like at 90.
Yeah.
Okay, now just complete your backswing. All right, and you're gonna hit it starting from here.
Right.
Okay, so you're gonna get to here. You're gonna have a little rotation. Okay, let's do it again. There, right, now, so this is, okay, now rotate it. Okay, so it still feels the club stays in front of you. See that? What you don't want to do is rotate and get behind you because you're too tall for that. So,
right.
All right, so back again, there. Okay, rotate. Get it, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you check. You can actually look at it, okay? Then you look back at the ball, and if you want to sort of just pump it a couple of times to give you a little bit of rhythm, and just finish your backswing and swing through. Perfect. And you'll feel, I mean, the club will automatically be in front of you here. You won't have to worry about it. It's like, get into that position halfway back and you're in good shape. So you're going to hit one now, starting there. So you can take your time and make your shorts in the right spot, right? So here we go. Yeah, perfect. So, I mean, you look great to here. You've got a, that's why you're a good player, because this start is actually really good.
Okay, good.
Okay, so now you rotate a little, keep the club in front of you. Okay, that's it. So you're literally parallel to the ground here, right? So if you want to pump it a little bit, look at the ball. 1, 2, now go ahead and hit it. Okay, do it again.
Wow. It feels more in front of me.
It will do,
Just naturally.
Yeah, it's like, you've got to keep the club in front of you. That's what every tour player talks about. I'm stuck, I've got the club behind me, I've got, you know, so.
Because once you get stuck, you got to flip at it.
Yeah, well, you got to do something. I mean, you actually, you don't flip so much, you get a little jam through impact. And I promise you that it's just having a little knowledge about what you do. You don't have to get overcomplicated with it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out now, man. You can go on YouTube, there's like 7 million pieces of advice, you know, so, the guys are watching you, it can be flipped to YouTube, check if I can help my swing out. Okay, so let's do it again. First move here, right now. So literally when you've got the club about your right hip pocket, this is where your rotation, that's it. But you see how look where the club is still in front of you there.
Right.
You see that? It hasn't gone this way, right?
Exactly, you don't want to.
All right, so now just keep going. Finish your backswing. There you go.
Wow.
So you see how your left arm is a little bit lower now. It doesn't look as lifty.
Right.
Right, so
it's
do that
more
again.
rotational.
Just get to halfway when you do it. So there, good. Okay, there, perfect. So your hands are right opposite your shirt buttons.
Right.
Okay, so look there, pump it, just a couple of little short one. Right, now go.
Wow.
It'll feel like you're hitting it with your body more. Because once you're here, it just feels like your chest is,
I'm not even exaggerating, I actually can feel it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but the key is getting it here, because remember, you look at something that's steep, but that's the effect. Okay, the effect of your left arm being out in front of you too far.
It's where it starts,
and it's probably when you were a little kid, I mean, a lot of kids just, swing their arms up and it gives them
exactly
more feeling of power.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like, some kids, honestly, they have some of the same moves when they're 18 as when they were 12.
Right.
The problem is they've grown about 14 inches, But honestly, if you want to play better golf, doesn't matter who you are, you just need to know a couple of things about it. Okay?
Right.
Just your swing. You don't need to know about everything. Your swing is particular to you, okay? It's personal to you. That's why you can just stand in the mirror and go, yeah, perfect. Right, then you just whine. I mean, because your body moves great. And if you move, the club naturally will start to get in front of you. The problem here is that it's sort of, it's a little out in front of you early, and then you sort of go back this way to compensate, and then you go this way. So you've got about 4 things going on. Where if you just get here and hit it, you're perfect. Try it once more. Posture's good, your start, great. Okay, there we go. So the big thing is rotate, but keep the club in front of you. Okay, so your checkpoint is that these hands are opposite your shirt buttons.
Right.
Right, so do that again. Right, hold it there. That's it. That's great. Okay, now just couple little pumps and then go. 1, 2, and then go. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Different, huh? It's amazing. Once you get a good feel for this, because in the end you got to. That's why you do this. That's why that drill's so important. Because if you haven't got a drill, I mean, how do you know you're doing it right? You know, that's how you practice that drill, and then you just put it all into one motion, and then do the drill occasionally to make sure that you're in the right spot. You've got to be right. In your case, you got to be right halfway back. If you're right halfway back, turn back and unwind.
That's actually amazing. I have to say to the viewers at home, like, I've had a lot of lessons in my career, obviously, and as most golfers have, but I've never felt more shocked in my life because I've never had someone tell me exactly what you told me. You made it so simple.
You can make golf very complicated, and you know, you can overthink, right? You sit down on a tee, it's like, geez, they've got 27 swing thoughts going through their head. There's no way. But if you get a good start, I mean, you're lucky, so you've got a lot of good things going. Your rhythm's good, you've got, you know, your posture's good, your start actually is really good. And then you just got to make sure you get it in the right slot halfway back, and then just finish rotating and hit it.
See, because to me, I always thought opposite. It's like, all right, I get up here, but like what actually matters is down here. But like what you're telling me is like, you're giving me the right tools by getting me to here, and then the rest will just happen.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what we're saying, because the backswing is preparation for the downswing. That's why the backswing is so important.
Right.
Yes, you do see different backswings, but the fact of the matter is, most of them are in a pretty decent, solid position halfway back. From there, hey, they could do different things. They could go more upright, they could get more bowed, they could get laid off, they could get across. You know, a lot of different things happen. But the start is really, really key. Say a little rotation there, you've got your red dot there, and say, but keep the club in front of you when you do it.
I'm gonna keep this on my arm
yeah.
forever. And if it washes off, I'll draw another one. Thank you so much.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
Hey, my pleasure, man.
The legend himself, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that lesson. If you want to follow his socials, link in the description down below. Wow. Till next time, guys. Peace out. I feel like my golf game has been changed.